You guys, thanks to Rick on TikTok, we made a carnivore calzone. It's chicken with cheese and pepperoni. So if you want to see how I made it, stick around. I also made some non-carnivore pasta sauce, marinara sauce, if you will. But stick around if you want to see how we made it. It's delicious. I've lost 180 pounds with a combination of carnivore, keto, and counting calories. I reached my goal in November of 2022. Right now I'm doing an experiment with being carnivore-ish and counting calories. If you want to see the results, stick around and subscribe, and we can see how it goes. Don't forget to click the like button. Okay, let's get this started. I'm excited to try this. So the guy I saw, which I told you about before, Rick, he even has a YouTube channel. I just don't remember what his channel is. But anyway, you can find him on TikTok. I will try, if I can, to find his YouTube channel. But I do know that he's on the TikTok. So what I have is a package of 16 ounces of ground chicken divided by 2. I have 1 package of turkey pepperoni, the Hormel turkey pepperoni, divided by 2. And I had some cheese. 1, 2. Looks like it's 4 slices of cheese. So I divided that into 2. Then I also have 10 grams of, 20 grams of Parmesan divided into 2. So I've got my recipe down in the video description of this video. So you want to look at that. And like I said, this will make 2 calzones. I have not made it, but I saw him make it. And I said, oh, I need this man in my life. So we're going to get started. And we're going to make 2 of them. But I'm only going to show you me making 1. But it's a recipe that makes 2. And the macros and everything are down in the description. I've just got some herbal salt right here that I'm going to put on here, because you definitely want to season your chicken. And most of us know chicken, it don't taste like anything. You can use Italian seasoning. You can use whatever you want to use. So I'm just going to get my chicken seasoned up. And then I'm going to go ahead and mush it in there, kind of mix that seasoning in there, mix it around so that way the seasoning is in every bite. And when we're done getting that mushed around, then we're going to go ahead and we are going to roll it out flat. Well, chicken's a hot mess. And in order to do that, you're going to have to take another parchment paper and lay it on the top of it. And you're going to roll it out into a big flat circle. So I'm going to go ahead and mix the seasoning into this chicken as well. And then we will get going to rolling this out into a big circle. So give me just a second. So now I've got another piece of parchment paper I'm going to lay over the top. And I may have too much pepperoni to do this. I don't really know. But, unlike most people, I don't try recipes out before I show you guys. I like to just be as surprised as you all if they work or not. That's more fun. I like to take you all on the ride. So, like I said, I'm always on the TikTok and I always see random stuff and I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool. And I followed this guy off and on for years on YouTube and TikTok. But, like I said, I don't think I subscribe to him now. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on what mood I'm in. Let's see how that looks. Maybe I should have sprayed these. Maybe I'll spray the other one before I do it. That's not so good. Hang on. Let me try the back of this knife and see if that helps keep it down a little better. And don't worry, as usual, the quality assurance is just on the other side of that camera stand, or just on the other side of my tripod. I never know which one it is, but today it's Mr. Lou. Alright, so that worked out. So now I'll trash this one. So now I'll do it again with this one. You'd think that I'd learned the first time that I should have sprayed this, but you know, it's me. I don't learn from my mistakes. I like to make them over and over. I don't really know. They didn't really say how flat to make it. So I'm not making mine super duper flat. But y'all know how much I don't use my air fryer. And so when I saw this, I was like, okay, all right, I'll try the air fryer. So this is working good to use a sharp knife to help scrape off any of the chicken that is left on the top parchment paper. Now, in his video, he used a marinara, but we're making this carnivore, so we're not using marinara. We could use something like a tomato bouillon or something like that, but we're not going to. I'm going to keep that knife around because I'm probably going to need it here in a minute. All right, so next up what they did was he put down some cheese. So I'll do like some cheese. This is the really thin, this is Swiss cheese, not Parmesan cheese, because I didn't have any Parmesan cheese. So it's Swiss cheese. And then, like I said, I probably have too much pepperoni, but you know, is there really such a thing? I mean, come on now. I'm going to leave a little bit of gap in the outer edges so that way I can mush it down. So then I'll put some more cheese on the top of it. Hey, I was wrong. It's not 4 slices of cheese. It was 6 slices of cheese cut in half. So then they brought this over and kind of mushed the edges together. Now from here, I'm probably going to have to get my knife again. I told y'all I overstuffed it, but that's all right. Now I'm going to kind of work and see if I can tuck this in. Mine may not close all the way. Let me get a glove. Hang on. Anyway, so then he closed up. Well, he managed to. I didn't. He managed to close up the edges of his thing. He probably didn't make his quite so thick and big, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. It's mine. It's mine. All mine. And I don't care. That cheese is going to be melty and hanging outside of it, but I ain't going to stress about it. Now, then what they did was they took an egg and they brushed the top of it with an egg. I might be able to do this. Hang on. Let's see about this. Let's see if this makes a difference. So my suggestion to you, don't use an entire package of pepperoni to make your 2 things. But it's all right. It's working. It's working, ain't it? It's working. So it'll be just fine. I'm cutting this because it's going to go in the air fryer. Hopefully it'll fit in my air fryer. But now I'm going to crack this egg and whisk it up, and we'll brush a coating on top. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to go ahead and let it start preheating. Did I show you? We got just the cheapy Parmesan. I didn't go for the fancy stuff. So I'm going to take this egg wash. Yup, that made a mess. Y'all know I ain't fancy. I don't know nothing about no egg wash. This cheese is going to get all outside of it, and it's going to be a hot mess. But I still bet it's going to taste good because the Parmesan cheese goes over this. Get in there, little fella. Just, come on. Just at least look like you got your act together. That's how I try to get by in life. Alright. So there's the egg wash. And then, where's my Parmesan cheese? Then we're going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese over the top of it. What I'm wondering... No, I'm not going to do it. I was wondering if I should flip it over and do that on the other side, but I'm not. So, all right. So there's that. So as soon as my thing tells me it's time, we're going to pop this one in the air fryer. And while that one's going, I'll make up the other one. So give me just a minute. Okay, so now we're going to see if we can get this down in here. So I'm making a huge mess. All right, there we go. So we're going to put it in there like that. And he did his 8 to 10 minutes. So we're going to start at 8 minutes and we'll check it in 8 minutes. So when I get back, in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to go on and build this other one and it'll be all right. So this one is going to work better because what I did was it's folded over like this. Now that I've made the first one, because, you know, like I said, I never show y'all, or I never do something first. I kind of have been able to kind of take a look at the edges, and like this one's covered, and that one's covered. So I was able to kind of take a look and then make sure the edges are cleaned off. So that definitely is something, if you're going to try this, do that first. Just kind of take a look and make sure it's all kind of cleaned up a little bit. And make sure your edges are nice and tucked in good. Anyway, so, alright, well, I'll see you when this other one's done. I just wanted to show you that that's what I did. So again, this is just chicken, pepperoni, cheese, and an egg. Also on this one, you know, like I said, I always experiment. I did an egg wash on this side. I'm sprinkling just a little bit of Parmesan on this side. And then I'm going to flip it over. Okay. Now I'm going to egg wash this side. And I can see a little bit of pepperoni sticking out right there. But just do a little bit. Guys, tell me, help me out. I know some things say an egg wash. Sometimes they use butter. Doesn't egg wash make it brown? Isn't that why you do it, to kind of crisp it up or something? You know I'm not a kitchen person. So anyway, so yeah, so I just wanted you to know I'm trying that with this one. So what I'll do is I'll show you both of them in the end so we can see which one looks better and which one worked better. So now I'll sprinkle this Parmesan on it. Just get on there and do it, girl. And then I'll cut this parchment paper also, so that way it can not stick up too much or catch on fire or something in the air fryer. Alright, I'll see you whenever the other one's done. It's got 3 minutes left. I don't know how all air fryers are, but when I got mine, it said do not use liners. And so for that specific reason, I pulled this out. Now I'm going to flip it over so I can make sure the other side gets cooked. And I have liners that I bought, even though it said don't use it. But I wanted to make sure this other side gets cooked. So it's been 8 minutes on that side. And now I'm going to flip this side over. And we'll cook it for about 3 more minutes. All right. 11. Yeah, then it'll be 11 minutes. So, well, let's do it for 4 minutes and then I'll be back. Okay, one down. We'll take a look at it here in a second. Let's go on and get this other one in there. Just a second. Okay, you come out. You go in. This is what I'm going to do. This time, I'm going to do 6 minutes. And then we'll flip it for another 6 minutes. So let me get a clean plate. Hang on. All right, let's take it out and take a look at it. We're not going to eat this one. We're not going to use this as our pretty one. That's the one that Terry's going to take to work or eat for supper or something. But look at that. Doesn't that look great? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. How fun. So well, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna hang on, and I'll show you the other one when it's done because that one looks prettier. So hold on, or maybe it will. It may look worse. Let's find out. Okay. For context, remember the first one I did 8 minutes, and then flipped it, and then did 4 more minutes. So this one we're doing differently. So let's see. All right, come on, baby. Hot dog. You done me good. You done me good. All right. So now that was 6 minutes. This is how the side looks. This side looks now. All right. See you in 6 minutes. So the calzone itself is carnivore, period. However, I have a lot of people who follow me and who are maybe keto or not doing anything counting carbs or just watch me because we get silly sometimes. I do not have any marinara sauce, but I did have some no salt added petite diced tomatoes. So we're just gonna make our own marinara. Not that you have to, but I'm just going to. So this is some Greek rub, just some Greek seasoning rub. And then I'm also going to add in some roasted garlic, rosemary, and sea salt. Again, don't do this if you're carnivore. I'm just doing it because I think it's going to look pretty. And then we'll bring it down and we're going to make our own marinara. Alright, it's real watery. So I want to also, for flavor, add in some minced onion. So just some minced onions. A little bit of garlic, some minced garlic. And to thicken it up a little bit, this is glucomannan. This is from the konjac root. And so I'm going to put just a little bit of this in here to kind of help thicken it up a little bit. And we're going to see how she does. Whoop. Okay, so for context, let's go on and pull our other one out here. All right, give me a minute to kind of get things cleaned up and set up around here. You know, I can't handle big messes. Just a minute. So here's how the two of them turned out. This one was my first one. Looks quite Frankensteinish. And this is my second one. So after I kind of got the hang of it a little bit. There is some liquid in here. But you know, it's chicken. Chicken's juicy. So there is some liquid down in my plate. But let's go ahead and cut this pretty one in half and see what it looks like inside. Okay, I got it cut. We're going to pick it up. It's definitely wet. So you see the juices. We are going to do this with a fork. Hang on just a second. All right. I like pizza with a fork anyway, so whenever we go out, I mean, I know this is a calzone, but, all right. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to dump it down myself. But you can see the cheese and the pepperoni and, of course, the calzone part. Rick, you have done it again. Now, this chicken, it's chicken. So it's going to have, it's not going to be a crispy, bready texture. It's chicken. But oh my gosh, that is so amazing. And like I said, if you choose to use marinara sauce, that'll be just fine too. But there you go, guys. That's something fun to make. And I'll have the macros. Did I bring the macros in here? Oh, let me get the macros. Hang on. Okay, so I got the macros. And remember, I'm trying to base it around my my burgers that I eat, or around 740, 750. So one of these calzone, remember the recipe is, it's the full recipe, and you take everything and divide it into 2 portions. And then if you want me to email you the recipe, send me an email and I'll reply with the recipe. You know what I don't like about getting recipes from online is you have to take a picture of it. And then I lose the picture. It gets buried in all the 5011 dog pictures I have. So if you want a copy version, or a version that you can, you know, like copy and paste into your notes section, just shoot me an email and I'll send it to you for any of my stuff that I make. Calories, 767. Protein is 88.1, total carbs 2.2, and fat is 47.2. So there you go, guys. You can have your very own calzone and still stay carnivore. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.